let me just say right off the bat, nothing is substantiated 100%. That way, you trolls that say, "Oh, it's not true, it's not true." Hey, until you go there to the base and knock on the door yourself, you tell me if it's true or not. But anyway, my buddy was telling me that he finally got a hold of contacts, and the Marines are on a stand down right now, so they're on yellow orders. That's the chatter on that. And as far as what a real higher up said in the Marines, that basically the orders are shut the fuck up. That's the orders, because the media is on a total media blackout. They have no clue what's going on. The only way anything got out was because all the people heard the choppers and were able to start making some kind of reports. Of course, nobody really got it on video. I think there's supposed to be 1 or 2 videos might be coming out. A buddy of mine said somebody captured something, but I haven't seen it yet. The news media is completely blacked out on this. They have no clue. It's awesome. He asked them how the party went. The party was a huge success, and then gave the code for shut the fuck up and don't be asking no more questions, because he was in a secured area giving any type of answers. It was super vague type. Now 4chan is just on fire right now, and it's amazing how many people are coming out on fire. Everybody is digging into all this different type of information on all these people, like Betsy DeVos or whatever, who Trump just made the Secretary of Education or something like that. And her brother is the one who started Blackwater. So now information's coming out on Blackwater. Of course, Blackwater supposedly is the one who's out there hanging princes upside down and probably smacking them around a little bit, getting them to do whatever they want to do. So sounds like a Merc unit out, doing some white hat ops, which is a real blessing in disguise. Instead of going over there and, trying to take over the countries, they're over there telling everybody, hey, look, your shit's about to come down because you've been involved with this cabal. You've been doing all this dirty crap to everybody, and it's time for it to stop. Now, also chatter on the internet is there's over 2,400 indictments. Estimates are up to 5,000, if not more. A real doable number, and nobody will see this coming. In fact, word is that it'll be in January before they start unsealing the indictments. So they're going to wait till it gets good and cold, and then they're going to start popping them off. Is that one judge over in Washington State that vetoed Trump's orders to vet all these immigrants coming in, and the judge threw up the huge roadblock that looks like it was later overturned by an appellate court. So he may be the first in line to get indicted. And that's going to start setting a precedent for all these other judges that went rogue on the bench. And since Sessions already came out with that warning shot last week, y'all can go to my channel and listen to Jeff Sessions and all his, what he basically start ruling, on the rule of law. It's on my video. You just have to go look at it. You can't miss it. So anyhow, Sessions came out and was just grilling all these judges, for ruling from the bench, violating the rule of law, and everything that has to go with that. So the warning shots have been fired. Misdirection is the key to all this. They're even allowing bogus information to go out, so that now they're using that to flush out who, because once they start leaking bad info, they know exactly where it's coming from. People in the mainstream media, there's going to be heads that are going to roll on that too. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to start having to pay the piper, so to speak. You know, like that judge over in Hawaii who's constantly throwing roadblocks up. Yeah, all these unconstitutional judges are going to be the ones that are going to get taken out. So that's going to be the start. Then it's going to leak on down to the prosecutors. Once it gets past the prosecutor level, then it's going to be some high-level police. And that's when shit is going to hit the fan. Because we're going to start seeing so many indictments rolling in. Because once these people start getting these indictments on them, they're going to roll over. They're just going to just fold up and just roll over. Now, some of the chatter on 4chan here, all over the place. Some of it, though, is really starting to piece a lot of really on the soft good stuff, which we already knew. But, you know, another one is Elon Musk. And they're really starting to look hard at him, too, now. So it looks like Elon's going to be put under the microscope. I mean, how did this guy get so rich? We know a lot of times the CIA, they could be white hats, they could be black hats. They could go rogue and go the other way on their own handlers. So you just never know. But it's like Facebook. CIA, he's been bought. There's no way Zuckerberg is not part of the CIA scam that they have on the people that are able to post anything you want without being censored. That's total bullshit. They're control everything that's coming out. Satanic pedophiles, like I said, y'all can go and read or go listen to 2,200 Marines that stormed the CIA, and listen to that video, and you get to hear the other half of Keanu Reeves talking about, and this is a column, I just read the column, Keanu Reeves went over to one of these moguls' houses, and they were talking about drinking blood, opens the fridge up and has 2 dead babies, one in the fridge. And Keanu Reeves breaks the dude's nose, busts a lot of crap in his house, calls the cops, and the cops don't do a damn thing. They act like he's crazy. Well, if you believe that shit, that the cops are just not going to do anything, you're correct, because they're in on it. If you don't believe Keanu Reeves, I mean, why would he make that shit up? He's living overseas now. Company making motorcycles. He wouldn't make this stuff up. That's kind of like a death threat. I mean, he can't even come back to the United States. People in this pedophile mafia would just happen to get suicided, you know, where you get 2 bullets in the brain and you shot yourself twice committing suicide. Yeah, that shit don't work, right? So now you're starting to see that a lot of these people that came out are bailing out of the country because they know it's unsafe for them right now, because they got such high exposure and such immediate clout that if they start saying anything, they will have millions of people watching. And that is another thing. I just happen to be sitting and watching one of those like SVU things. I don't ever watch TV, but I was just sitting in the company of his family time. All right, so they got this bullshit on TV, and I think it's retarded as hell. But one part that I thought was truly interesting, and the mainstream media is kind of even giving it away, is that some girl had this case, and nobody would prosecute her because the people that they were having to go after were too rich, had too much money, and they weren't ever going to be prosecuted. So the girl went to social media, posted it on like a YouTube, you know, it's kind of similarity, and the shit went viral. Therefore, public attention brought it back, and they had to bring a case against somebody. Now, that was the media, that was mainstream media giving away their own appeal. Because all we have to do is start going out, documenting some of this stuff and posting it on social media. And then all you people, I mean, there's 106 people watching right now. Everybody gives it a thumbs up and everybody shares the video, start getting the word out. Time for everybody. You know, give it a thumbs up. Try to share the videos. Mirror the son of a bitches if you have to. The word out. But as more people start getting the word out, the mainstream media can't ignore it. That's why we're killing them. The information that comes out now, when you got this many people knowing and listening that this, deep down they know it's true. You know all this is true. That this information, at least try to get 2 people, say, man, just check it out, watch it, just listen. If you think it's bullshit, prove them wrong, but you can't, because you know it's true. They've just been hiding it all. So that's just what y'all need to be doing, because mainstream media is on the collapse. There's supposed to be indictments coming out against people in mainstream media. With this many indictments, by the time January gets here, I mean, 5,000 would be a small number. They really need to have about 80,000 indictments. You already have Lois Lerner wanting to have all her testimony sealed, the lady that ran the IRS, because she's worried that if the American people knew what she did, they would want to hang her. Well, she's probably right, because it was probably some form of treason. All of these people are committing a form of treason. They're all violating their oaths of office. These are paid public officials violating their own oath of office. Like I say, getting back to some of 4chan and Q and some of this stuff, it is getting absolutely crazy. Sitting here saying some stuff that's even kind of hard to put together. We all know that the castle runs red. Cody's heard that. Sounds in America. Happy hunting. Focus on his wife. It is. I haven't even looked at it. Spying tool. Who created it? Who really created it? Is it Facebook a spying tool? Yes. Who created it? Zuckerberg. Who really created it? The CIA. Seems Q. Not swallow